What is up, guys? Welcome back to World's Cry Crew Mode, Sheffield United, episode number 56. As you see today, we've got the Community Shield against Man U. They must have won the FA Cup because obviously we didn't, and we won the league. So yeah, Man U won the FA Cup, and we've also got to start the season and 2 games in the league. So I was looking forward to this game actually, and hoping to win the Community Shield because I think I won it last year because obviously we won the league, in our 3rd season as well. So, last season we won the Community Shield and the Premier League, so I was hoping to kind of do the same this year. But quite early on, Man U actually scored a goal, and Martial, good finish to be fair from him. He's right-footed, he scored with his left, and it was from quite a tight angle. And actually, Man U, they did control this game, especially in the first half. There was a lot better than me. You'll see it both in the first and second game. I just don't know. My FIFA, me playing FIFA, it just wasn't right. We wasn't playing my best, and it kind of came back to us and bit us in the arse because we didn't really get the results that we wanted. But anyway, Man U went 1-0 up, obviously, going into the second half. And second half, I thought, right, let's try and make a few chances. Didn't really happen. Man U came out even more. Somehow they didn't score here. I mean, they should have really made it 2-0. Another chance for him here. Again, should have probably made it 2-0, but Ramsdale, really good save from him. But they didn't make it 2-0, and what a free kick this is from Depay. When they scored it, I was kind of thinking, Ramsdale, should you maybe saved it? And looking back, I still kind of agree because there's a split second where Ramsdale kind of pauses in the goal, and if he didn't do that, he'd have probably saved it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not taking anything away from the strike. The strike was unreal. It was an unreal free kick, and it probably did deserve a goal, but for me, Ramsdale should have probably saved it. And I tried my best to kind of get my own free kick in, but in the end, I think it was Romero that was in goal. He saved Lewis Baker's shot, obviously my new signing from last episode, and as you see, Man U lifted the Community Shield, so a bit disappointed. Technically our first silverware of the season, we didn't win because you can't really count the pre-season tournament as some silverware because it's only really a pre-season tournament in it. But if you did watch our last episode, you know that we did win that. And then also it was back to transfers. Sell Maitland-Niles for about 1.5 million, got 1.1 back for them, and then we sell Ben Whiteman for not a lot of money at all. Got about 400k for him. So off them two, got about 1.5. I don't think it'll make a big difference in signing players, but every little helps, to be fair. You never know, it could help, but at least we're getting some deadwood out of our clubs that we're just not going to use, because a few players actually came back from off loan this season, and obviously it was the likes of like Maitland-Niles and Whiteman, so kind of just happy to get them out of our club and get some money for them, as we also did. But anyway, first game of the season was against Middlesbrough at home, and this was a very, very frustrating game. Very early on, Middlesbrough was actually controlling the game, and both teams probably could have nicked it. I mean, it was a poor game. It was an awful game. Hardly anything went on. But I thought, right, if someone gets the goal, that goal is going to basically decide who's going to win. But in the end, no one got the goal. It was a very, very poor game, and very disappointing from me because obviously lost our first game of the season against Man U, then we drew against Middlesbrough. So I was hoping to try and get a win against Sunderland, because I thought, well, if we don't do that, our season might be a bit doomed, really. But you saw before this game that Will Hanna, I think that's how you say his name. He's Dutch. He starts at he's at Feyenoord in real life. I think he's about 20, 21 now. In past FIFAs, when he was like 17, 18, he used to be like quite a good gem, what Korean moders used to buy, because he used to go quite up high ratings. And on this game, to be fair, 82 rated and 25 years old, he looks like a good player. So I tried to go in for him, see what they say with trying to swap Pritchard. But anyway, Sunderland game, finally we scored. Ojo getting a goal here. He missed a sitter very early on. He should have put that to bed, but he makes up for it and gets his second goal of the season here. Because I was thinking we've got to score this goal. I mean, obviously we haven't scored in 2 games, and this normally doesn't happen. So to be fair to them, Sunderland, they didn't play that well, but you know, I kind of dominated the game. They did have a few chances. Probably should have scored with that one just before the half, but luckily we survived that, and then actually went and got a goal for ourselves. It was that guy again, Ojo. I think he got about 3 or 4 hat-tricks last season, which is, you know, pretty good standard actually. And you know, here he actually gets his 2nd goal, and he's only one away from another hat-trick. This is kind of a trademark goal for him, cutting in on his left, finessing it into the corner, and like I said, he gets another goal for himself, makes it 2-0 for us, and gets a goal for himself on the season. And then actually he goes score his hat-trick here in the 80th minute. I think it was maybe Baker or someone played a ball to him. I thought, right, I'm going to run on and score with him because I'm not passing it. It's for his hat-trick. So I thought I'd get him it, and in the end he does finish it off. Very similar to his 2nd goal finish, but the main thing was he gets his hat-trick, he gets us the 3 points, and you know, we're now on 4 points. Should have really won Middlesbrough with, like, I'm not obviously dissing them at all, but you know, with regards to the talent we have compared to them, we should have been winning that game. But you know, the main thing was we got the 3 points in this game. Ojo got a hat-trick for himself, so you know, we'll move on and see if we can pick up results in the next games. But anyway, on transfers again, and Carvalho now. Bought this guy last season, and he was just awful. I hadn't hardly played him, to be fair. Luckily, Newcastle accepted a 15 million bid for him. We get 12.5 back, I think, off him for that. So, you know, hoping for see if we can, you know, make a bit of cash for him. And then also Tony Vilhena, we do get a bid accepted for him, plus Pritchard. And then David Brooks, Birmingham was coming in for him, counted off for 1.5 million. Season accepted that, and there it is. Obviously, the deal was finalised between Newcastle and him. So 12.5 million, and that paid for this Vilhena buy. Pritchard plus 8 million. Pritchard, with the centre mids I've brought in, ain't really going to get into the side anymore, so I decided to sell him. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, please like and subscribe if you are new. And guys, I'll see you later. Peace!